Alright, so today's video I'm going to teach you how you can track and how you can improve on your sleep timings. And I'm not guaranteeing within this video that you're going to automatically feel more energized or your health issues are going to heal, but this video is to basically help you get healthier within the long term. Because here's the thing, a lot of you have been sleeping wrong amount of hours. You think because you need 7 to 9 hours of sleep, if you go to bed at 10 o'clock and you wake up at what, 6, that's 8 hours, you think that's it. And you've had your 8 hours of sleep and you should be fine. But chances are you're already doing that and you're feeling tired, you're suffering from health issues, you're not feeling recovered, you're not energized, you're just feeling sloppy throughout the day. And it used to happen to me and I used to wonder why, until I stumbled upon sleep efficiency. And I actually made a formula which is approved, and I'll teach you this formula. I'll even put it in the description so you can follow this formula. You can work out your sleep efficiency, and then you can work out how many hours of sleep you actually need, like how many hours you need to be in bed to get the 8, let's say about 8 hours of sleep, or 7 or 9, however many. So first and foremost, sleep efficiency, the formula of sleep efficiency, I'll tell you, I've written it down here. It is the total sleep time divided by the time in bed. Total sleep time is obvious, is the time your eyes closed, you're asleep. Total time in bed is what most people can confuse the total amount of sleep for. Because I'll break it down here. Say if you went to bed at 10 o'clock, right? 10 p.m. You wake up at 6:30. That's probably a lot of viewers' routine, right? That's 8.5 hours. You may think, well, I got 8.5 hours sleep. But tell me the truth. How long did it take you to fall asleep? In the middle of the night, how many times do you wake up and you can't fall back asleep? Because these things do matter. Just because it's 8.5 hours from 10 to 6.5 doesn't mean you slept the 8.5 hours. And again, there's a formula. So it's the total sleep time over the time in bed to work out your sleep efficiency. So 10 p.m. you go to bed, right? And you wake up at 6:30. I'll put this in the description. Don't worry, you don't need to be exactly following through, but I'm just trying to get you to understand the concept. So please do follow through. But if you do get stuck, don't worry, I've got it in the description all laid out for you. Basically, say it takes you 20 minutes to fall asleep. So you go to bed 10 p.m. Takes you 20 minutes to fall asleep. What is that? 10:20, right? So you're asleep from 10:20, but say in the middle of the night you wake up and you're awake for something like 40 minutes, okay? So the 20 minutes has added up, the 40 minutes has added up. Remember that. 20 minutes, 40 minutes. Now, what you're going to do to work out the total sleep time is you're going to take the 8.5 hours from the 10 to 6:30. You're going to convert that into minutes. So that's what, 510 minutes. You're going to take the 510 and you're going to do 510 minus the 20, which it took you time to fall asleep. And then minus the 40, which you woke up randomly in the night for something like 40 minutes, let's say. And that equals out to 450 total time in bed, okay? So let's go back to the sleep efficiency formula. Obviously, you can always rewind this if you didn't understand that first step and listen to it at lower speed or whatever. Basically, sleep efficiency formula is the total sleep time. So we work that out to be 450. We're going to divide that by 510, which is the 8.5 converted into minutes. So 510 minutes. And we're going to multiply that answer by 100, and that will give us our total sleep efficiency percentage. So the 540 total sleep time divided by the 510 time in bed times 100 is roughly 88.2%, okay? So your sleep efficiency, if this is you, obviously it's a bit off. In this example, the sleep efficiency is 88.2%. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the say we need 8 hours of quality sleep. We're going to take 8 hours and we're going to take number 8. We're going to do 8 divided by, and it's going to be divided by the sleep efficiency percentage. And we're going to convert the percentage into a decimal. So it will be 0.882. 88.2% in decimal is 0.882. So the 8 divided by 0.882, that will give us the answer of how long we actually need to be in bed. Does that make sense? So obviously these percentages are pretty big. I probably can't do it right now without a calculator. But it will come out to something just under 10 hours in bed. So realistically, you need to be 10 hours in bed sleeping for you to get that 8 hours of sleep. If your sleep percentage is something like 88.2%, which is pretty much the average. Average sleep efficiency percentage is between 85% and 95%. Now, there's people like me who suffer from this. I have improved, but my sleep efficiency I calculated out to be 80%. So what I did was I took the 8 hours I need, divide that by 0.8, which is for the 80%, and it gave me 10 hours. So I need to be sleeping 10 hours just to get the 8 hours of sleep. 8 hours of efficient sleep, sorry. So I need to be in bed for 10 hours to get 8 hours of efficient sleep. And I know a lot of you will be like, I can't sleep the amount of hours I'm calculating out here. But just understand this is about your health. So yes, I understand we get busy and days vary and stuff. Just try your best to stick to this formula. Try your best to sleep as close to these timings as possible. Obviously, although this formula is approved, obviously there's days that are going to be off. You're going to be more tired, you're going to be less tired. It's going to take you time to sleep and all this. You have busy schedules, I get it. Just do your best to stick to this and your health will improve. You'll be more energized. And in the long term, you'll feel much better because sleep is an important part of our bodily function. And when we don't sleep right, just everything feels off. You don't feel like eating. You don't feel like doing anything. You lack energy. And in the long term, it just affects us. You suffer from hair loss. Your skin gets degraded. You just can't eat. You get skinnier and skinnier. You lose your gains at the gym, which is a big thing. And overall, it's just bad. So the more you stick to this, the better. So yes, obviously, I will put the formula in the description with the example. And I'll make sure I'll put it in the simplest form just so you guys can follow through and copy in. And figure out your sleep efficiency and how long you need to sleep to get the efficient amount of sleep. Okay? Because just remember, just because you sleep certain hours doesn't mean all of those hours were efficient sleep. Okay? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.